All right, so the three most important buttons you need for any DAW, not even restricted to FL alone, is the play, the stop, and the record. Play, stop. In fact, once you see these three buttons anywhere, you know you're good to go, because of course you can play, you can stop, you can record, you can play what you want to record, you can stop it, you can stop recording. So to these three buttons, the next thing I want you to just put in mind is Control Z. You all know that shortcut. It means undo. So once you know these four simple things, trust me, you're good to start. So let me introduce you to other guys. The button I'm just clicking now is called playlist. So I'll say your playlist is where you arrange your song. Yeah. Your playlist is where you arrange, this is your playlist, is where you arrange your song. All these things you're saying here are beats and bars. So when you hear beats and bars in music, that be this for you. So that's for playlist. So the next one here is piano roll. So piano roll, well, we'll go in depth into that when we talk about this other guy now. So this other guy and piano roll are quite connected. This one is called channel rack. So channel rack is where you arrange or select all the tones and instruments you want to use to make a song, a beat in this case. So channel rack, where you put your kick, your snare, your rishi, that kind of thing. So your channel rack, then you arrange them in playlists. So piano roll in this case will be now where you play those, once you take your kick, is inside your piano roll, you play it, Basic, stay there, stay with me. So yes, and the next we have a mixer. By the way, for everything I'm just doing here, if you just look top corner around here, you see these names. You see, so you have mixer. Mixer is where you mix, like the name, where you mix. Plug-in picker. For now, we'll just stay. As you go further, you learn to use the others. But for now, I want you to be able to produce like anytime you come across this video, right? I want you to be able to produce after you watch it. So, right next is.
So just a quick recap. We have play, stop, record.
Yep.
And then
right here,
up we have
your playlist.
video playlist.
Yes, your view playlist, view piano roll,
view
and channel rack.
Okay,
yes,
that's fine.
So, like I said, your channel rack is where you select instruments. So if you want to produce, you need to select instruments, ranging from your kicks to the guitars, the pianos, the bass, all that. So we call that in production, we call that kits. For instruments, we call them kits, while for the sound, the tones, there's this word producers and beatmakers use when they're talking about kick, snare, percussive instruments or rhythmic instruments. I think they call them kits. Then for the ones that sounds like the piano, the guitar, keyboard, the bobo, I think they call those VSTs. So as we're going, all this lingo, just get used to them. You understand? So right on the left plane right here is where you see your instruments.
Okay. I think that this area is called the browser.
The browser, yeah. Like I said, if you just look around, you see the name is right here. So this is where you can see, the things you use to produce. So once you want to select a kick now, which we can try to do. So because I want you to produce so fast, anytime you see this plane, look around and look for, search. This is like a search button.
At the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I want you to be fast. I don't want to take it through everything. So just search kick.
Right. So it brings up all
the kick. If you give it time, yeah. If you give it time, yeah.
So Fruity Loops, does it come with sounds? Does it come like after you install it? Do you have like a sound bank where you have all these sounds, or do you have to load them by yourself, or is that a more advanced class?
That's a good question. Yes. For a start, everybody wants to sound good. When you start, you don't want to sound like you're just starting production. So sound selection is quite important. So that's a very good question. Yes, once you install Fruity Loops, it comes with basic inbuilt sound, you know. But our advice, get, high quality sound because it helps your production. Even if you're a learner, trust me, if you use good sound, nobody will know you're a learner because they'll be enjoying your sound. So here we are. If you just keep clicking them, you can hear a preview of whatever is
Of the
there.
sounds, okay.
Yes. You can click and you can also just use your mouse, your down.
Your cursor, your
Yes.
up, down, left, right.
Yes.
On the keyboard.
On the keyboard. Exactly. So quickly, let's just look for a kick. And I'll also show you how you quickly put it into your channel rack. So now, so you will find it's actually not difficult. You'll get used to these things. It's because this is like a video, this is the first time, or you're coming across this video, so you think it's so difficult to look for all these things. Trust me, it's not. It's on your system and you'll be used to it by now. Trust me. So you just look for a good kick. Okay, for the sake of this class, so we're not looking too much. Let's just pick any good one we find. Oh, I would have done something with that kick. Should I? Hey guys, should I do what I wanted to do with that kick? It's more advanced, but should I?
Yeah, go on. Go for it.
All right, this is quite advanced, but like I said, I want you to be able to use this as fast. So, oh, it's actually here, but I'll still do it since I already asked you guys the permission. So when I play this, I love the kick, but it's a loop. So if you look down here, you can see it. It's a loop. So loop is like a sound that they've played, down.
They've arranged
already arranged,
it,
yes,
right?
sequence.
Okay.
So I wanted to just pick the kick because I love the sound while going through the sound. So let me quickly show you that. You can just click open a new channel. It will come like this. You see it's now here in your channel rack. So I'll do this quickly so we can go back to our class. Go to editor, then I remove everybody. It's remain this guy. I drag this guy back there.
Oh, sorry. Can you just
slow it down? I wanted to just go back to the, so this is how it comes in, right? It's a loop, so this is how it comes in. You just come here, you right click,
edit in audio editor. Okay.
It opens a guy we call Edison. So this is Edison. So I just want the kick one. I don't want the loop. So I just highlight the remaining loop.
Okay.
And then I press delete on my keypad. And they're
okay.
all gone.
Okay.
So this guy that is remaining now, I just use this button right here to drag it back into my channel.
Okay. So it's there on a separate.
Yes. So this
track
is it on its own.
Just that.
Yes, you can also always put this off when I'm playing loops. So quickly, I want to show you. This is also the kick. Yeah. So another way you can quickly select kick is, like you've seen, is either you drag it in like this. You see it has replaced that, or you can send it new. Or wherever your cursor, you see this button, wherever it is, if you just click and push send to send it there. So remember, I'm doing this thing so fast because you remember I told you I have to slow down to make this video, but it's fine. I got you guys. You know me now. So we have a kick. What else should we select? Help me.
Can we do a snare drum?
Okay, snare. Should I put drum? Yeah.
So do you always start your production like this with a kick sound, with the drums? Some people start with drums. Some people would rather choose to start with, an instrument like a guitar or a piano. So what works for you?
So this is actually, this has no preference. Trust me. You can start anyway. There's no actual way that you have to start like this. What matters is your beat has to sound good. So there's no way to go about it. So for me, maybe because of this video, I don't know, I just want to show you how to select kits and then we'll use it. But on a regular day, I can start anyway. I can just start making like this, select my kits, make a drum pattern. I can also go ahead and just select a sound and play chords, a progression, and all that. So yeah, we're still just selecting, and I'm just showing you how to select instruments. So Right. Right. What else should we select? We'll try to be as simple as possible. Let's say ayat. So you see, this will save you time. You just see ayat, select good one. Right. So let's assume these are the kits. Well, again, you don't have to select all your kits before you start. You can select basic, so you start, so you can hear something, and while the song is going, you can now start adding stuffs. Just get used to the whole process. It doesn't just happen like magic. You have to actually put things in order one after the other. So the next thing we'll quickly talk about is tempo, BPM, beats per minute. But tempo, it simply just means how fast or slow the song is. So don't stress yourself with English. This is beginners. So if you look right here, metronome, yeah, that's another name. Metronome is the count of the tempo. Not too much English. So if you put this button on and you press space is to also play space, right? If you press space,
space on the keyboard,
yes,
right?
On the keyboard, space.
Back up.
So now 130, this is what 130 sounds like.
130 what?
BPM.
BPM is beats per minute. Even I know that. Even I know that. BPM is beats per minute.
All right. So you see, guys, we need to go faster. Yeah. So for I don't know, different songs has their like generic BPM or tempo. The higher ones are the rap songs, coming down is where you now find the house music, the amapiano coming down. I think R&B comes
slower,
down.
right?
Yeah. So
blues and R&B slower.
So it depends. So like I said, these are the things that put you in the mood. What kind of beat do you want to make? You quickly make that decision. So one of the things I'll tell you quickly is if you're making beats, if you're a producer, you're a decision maker. Nobody has to see you make these decisions. Nobody has to know you're making these decisions. But trust me, right here, the system, you have to make decisions. And it starts immediately you open your DAW. Now, we are in BPM of 130, and I'm hearing this. Just, do I want to do something in this? If yes, I'll start creating. If no, you can reduce or increase this.
How do you do that?
You just click and drag. You click it and drag it down. It comes down. It has a preset figures here that you can walk around.
Predefined.
So you predefine, yeah. If you right click on it, you see this. So there are other things here. Remember, guys, this is just like basic, basic. Maybe while we're seeing ourselves again, I'll show you guys some crazy stuff. But trust me now, I've already showed you one serious trick. That stuff with the Edison, hold on to that, guy. So as a Niger guy, let's do 100. So, and the reason it keeps asking me to restretch is because, remember, when I was selecting a kit, I threw in a loop, right? So that's why it's asking, that's why it's asking me, should it stretch the loop to my new tempo? You get? So if you don't have a loop in your channel rack, that will not pop up.
That will not come up. So it means that even if I upload a loop, the tempo adjustment here would also adjust the tempo of the loop.
Sometimes automatically. Okay. Sometimes you have to do it manually. But you will learn that up the ladder. You learn that up the ladder. So let's just do something basic. If you want to know what sounds are there, you can just touch it. So there's this button here, keyboard to piano. Sometimes if it's not on, just come and put it on. But if it's on, don't worry. What it means is your computer keyboard, this guy, yes, can act as your MIDI controller, can just make sounds for you. Not too much English, remember. So you understand. So you can know what sound is there by if you just put your cursor there, you press. So I know this is hi-hat. I know this is snare.
So any of the keys I press,
yes,
can give me that sound, right?
Yes.
Any of the keys.
Any of the keys. And to quickly show you what's happening, look here, guys. I just went to piano roll.
Okay, there are two
So
ways for you to access piano
yes,
roll.
that way I showed you earlier,
Yes,
and
then by
right here
right
piano roll.
clicking piano roll.
Yes.
Okay.
So I wanted to actually show you if your cursor is here and you just click this. So it's showing you piano roll of that instrument. So if you are touching C, so this is what, now you understand piano roll better, right? Because whatever you're doing here, look at it. So if you go higher on the key, if you go lower, I know you guys are waiting. Let's do something, right?
Yeah,
I hope I'm
go
not
for
boring
it.
you.
Go for it.
So this is the tempo. I don't want you guys to see too many things. Just yeah, whoa. So this is the kick. You can start with the kick. You can start with the hi-hat. Like I said, there's no process to this thing. But for the sake of this video, I'll start with the kick because I think the kick is what attracts people to a beat the most. Trust me. So for your kick, I have my BPM at 100. This is mid-tempo Afro vibe. You can do any kind of music here actually, but you just know this is the speed of it. I'll show you, if I remember, I'll show you a walk around in that. So let's assume we're making like an Afrobeat with a simple bounce. So I'll do this so fast, but please guys, get used to, this is your channel rack. Yeah, let me quickly mention, whatever you put here is going to play out. I'm just clicking there. Forgive me guys, I'm assuming you already know. Look at this. So if I right click it, I'm removing it. If I just left click, I put this off because we're not playing a loop, remember? Yes. See that? So that's the same thing that is working for everybody here. Right? So get used to this guy. After this video, and let me quickly add this again, another quick tip. Every time you watch a tutorial, every time you watch a video like this, quickly go get your system and try it out. Trust me, it sticks. Somehow it works for me. So it sticks. So this is where you create in your channel rack. Remember I told you your channel rack is where you play whatever you want to play, and your playlist is where you arrange it to become a song. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you do that in your playlist. So you quickly Afro beats, you know how it sounds. If you're watching this video, I believe you know sounds. If you don't, just listen to sounds, different genres, different, type of sounds, and just get used to the patterns, the instruments you hear. They are constant. There's always a kick. What type of kick for rock music? What type of kick for trap music? What type of kick for drill music? You understand? What kind of kick for amapiano music? Just take note of these things. What kind of snare? What kind of hi-hat? Like I said earlier on, if you just have good sound selection, trust me, if you have good sound selection, nobody will know you're just starting off. Trust me. So back. So let's put one. So let's say we're trying to do something like this Afro like, right? So keep that in your head and we'll just try and represent that. You see this? So forgive my speed. I've been doing this for quite a while. Forgive my speed, but you get used to it. It's not impossible. So that's for the kick, right? We've gotten the kick. So pick another instrument, the smack, snare or rim. So we have one snare here quickly. Yes. Just for this video, normally I'll look for good instruments. But for this video, I think let me show you another thing you can actually do quickly now. This button out. It just tightens your sound. So if you want to preview a sound to here, if you just click here, it's a sound. So listen. See the tail?
Okay.
Yes.
So that's like an envelope, right?
Yes.
I think it's called an envelope. Attack, delay, release, and sustain.
Yeah, but this is just out.
So you're cutting out the ending part.
Yeah.
Of that sound. Okay.
Just to tighten it. And that's why videos like this are good, because regularly, like I said, I'll just pick a good snare. But now I know my snare is not so good. So these are little things you can use to, just prep your sounds. in case, because some of the sounds are quite expensive, I know. So in case you just have good sounds and you want to make them more sweet,
Sound much
yeah.
better. Yeah.
So these are little things you can do. So remember what we're doing. Sorry about that. So if I just put it here, that would be too fast, I know. But this is what it sounds like. I know. I've been doing this for a while. So let me quickly show you something else now. I'm not really, even for this sake, I'm not comfortable with that snare. So let's say I select a rim shot. You should know what a rim shot is. And I just search a rim. I love rim. You know. I can allow
That
this.
sounds nice.
Yeah, I can allow this. You see what I just did? I just send. My cursor is here. Send, and it came there.
So does it replace that sound?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is how it comes. So we can tighten it up a bit. You hear that? So quickly, I'm good with this. I don't want to bore you. So, see, we're already having a vibe, right? So let's put this off and hey. So that let's use the ayat to represent that. I remember this is the ayat. So if you just look at this guy, as he's moving, where you drop it, if you can drop it there, you get it. So of course, I just press Ctrl S now. Now this is good. This is another thing that I'm used to doing.
Very important. Very important to say your work.
I unconsciously just did
end
it.
up having to start all over again.
Which
So it's
you
important.
wouldn't want to do. So you see, unconsciously, I'm just used to it. So let me call this beginners beats. Yes, maybe the name will help me tune down. And you see it showing here. So that's one of the new features of this guy, right? Once you save a project, it saves it in a folder. But I don't want to speak too many English. We're already in the process. So let's go. So this is the speed of this. So let's just walk around this a bit. If we increase this now, remember we still have the loop there. I'll try and remove it so you stop bringing this guy. You see it's faster. Let me try and delete this guy. Yeah, so it won't bring restrict again, so I'll do it again. Yeah. So if you increase it now, it's see it's faster. So let's just say we leave it here. So let's quickly come to the playlist so you see what's happening there real quick. So this sound now, if you wanted to play for like a song, like what's the average time for a song? 2 minutes?
2 minutes, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So let's just say 2 minutes. 2 minutes something. You won't arrange it in this channel rack to play for that 2 minutes. No. That's a no. So you have to now come here. So mind you, there are like different ways of doing this thing I'm doing right now. But you know, I'll just get you used to one in this video or in this channel. I'll actually get you used to one that will speed you up. You understand? So if you noticed, all our three instruments are played in pattern 1. So here you have pattern 1, which is what we played. So if we put it here now, right, we want to start arranging the song. I'm smiling because nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Okay, so where did you go to get this pattern?
I didn't go anywhere. Right, it was there all the time.
Okay.
So
So
yeah, I want to come back. This is when we created this. We created it here together. Yes. Now it's in pattern 1. It's here already.
Oh, okay.
So if you now come to your playlist,
Playlist. Okay.
yes, this
And
is where you
what are
arrange
those
song.
numbers that you have?
Here.
No, the horizontal numbers 1, 2, 3, up,
Um.
up.
Okay.
Okay.
Here. Right. Okay. Yeah. These are like the beats and bars.
Okay.
So in music, if you hear them talk about 4 bars, 4 beats, this this is where it counts. I'll show you that in a minute now. So if we just put the song in song mode, so take note of this quickly, please. It was here. So if you do anything here, nothing will happen because you are still telling the DAW to play from pattern mode. You said, but once you change this now to song mode, now you see that. So now you can be looking at the time as I'm adding is going. You see that? So I said these numbers here, beats and bars. So already looking at these 4 bars, it just helps you to count because 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bars. You get, and if you go deeper, if you zoom this in, each is still 4 4. Should I say we should just be counting music in fours? 1 2 3 4 is okay. Like 1 2 3 4 1. You see that 3, which is what your metronome does. 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. You get that? So just for like that, 4 beats makes 1 bar. Very important. Not so important. Yeah, let's go, guys. So now you have your your DAW playing in song mode. So it will play. If we keep going, that is where we'll build 2 minutes so we can keep changing and altering. So that is for. So let's assume we now want to keep adding more, vibe and groove to this song. Like I said, for this channel, I'll teach you a way. There are other ways to do it, but in this channel, I'll teach you a way that will make it faster for you. So in your first pattern, your pattern 1, play your most important instrument. For this case, I'm playing drums, right? So my kick, my rim, and my hi-hat, most important. In this case, majorly is kick and snare, right? So they're in pattern 1, and I'll come here and put it to pattern 2. Stay with me, you will understand. Just stay. Pattern 2, I put the pattern 2 break here. So don't be confused. What I just did is pattern 1, this is your channel rack. So I'm just telling it here that pattern 1 is now in my song playlist, because if I don't put pattern 2, there are many numbers here. If I don't put anything there, nothing will play. It will just be playing pattern 1, right? So this is where we also add more instruments. Stay with me, you will understand. So pattern 2, if I put pattern 2 here now, and I come here, see magic, there's nothing here. But if you go back, pattern 1, do you understand it now? Pattern 2, there's nothing there. We'll now play something there. I put it here, so as it's playing, I can hear everything I'm playing in real time. You understand? As they play now, anything what I do for pattern 2, I go to see, and if it correct, I go no, because I don't arrange them with pattern 1. Beginners class, don't get tired. Let's go. So let's say I want to just add more shenanigans to the beat so it doesn't sound empty. Take note of the kind of things I'm searching. Immediately after I have my major instrument, I'll just search perks. Means percussions. We use percussions to add body to song. Naturally, some people are good with this. When you get advanced, you understand what I mean. But we use percussions. We are Nigerian, and we grew up loving Afro music, which has a lot of percussive elements.
Percussions,
Yes. Yeah. So we're used to that. So I'll just keep checking anyone I like. In the process of creating, don't think too much. The project is right here. You can edit, because imagine you spend the whole hour looking for the right sound and you forget what you want to play. You understand me, right? So as you go, get sound that are close to the ones you like. Once you've represented your ideas out, you can now go ahead and tweak, So I'll show you that too. So like this sound, for now, because of this video, let's assume I select it, open a new channel and it's there. And I'm playing it for channel, right? So quickly in the channel rack, if you look here, you see volume. If you look here, you see panning. Quickly, volume is volume, volume. Come on.
Volume is how loud or how clear the sound is, right?
Volume. Yeah. So what panning is space. When you talk about panning now, we're talking about space in the stereo field. Don't worry, you understand. Leave English. You'll soon be speaking on this English with me now. So let's say I put this sound, right? I'll just reduce the volume. Like I said, just body. I'm not trying to destroy what I've made. I'm just trying to give it more body, Oh, I like that sound. Yeah. So to do the same thing the hi-hat is doing, but you see the way I'm doing it now. Yeah. See that? I reduce it too. If I want to make it tighter, remember? See that?
So that tail end
yeah,
that reverb at the end
is gone. Because most of these sounds are processed by people and they've added reverbs, they've given it some tail elements. And if you don't want those representation, good button. FL. Let's go. You see the way it's sounding. So in this our playlist now, if I click this button, it's like muting. You can also use this button. You see the way I'm introducing you to them one by one. So I'm muting them, unmuting. Right. So you have some tools here too.
What's the magnet? There's like a magnet thing, the first tool there.
This snaps it to grid. So good question. If you have this in maybe event or line, or you have it somewhere, now watch. Very good question. I zoom in a bit so you see it. If you put this, see, it's moving. Yes. So let's remove, or let's Control Z is what I want to do now. Remember I told you. So I'm coming back. Let's mute everything. Let's assume we are starting, and it's like that. And we are putting it here, and we are putting another one here, and you're putting it like this or like this. For you, you think you've put it well, but if you look at it now, it will not be sounding well. How do you know? If you put this up, it will be sounding, it won't be on the beat, right? So in this magnet, we use it to work on the grids, to snap everything you put in. See now, if I want to put it, there's no space in between, you see? So in case you're having that problem, that's a quick fix, you see? It's on every grid, it's not in between. So you don't have off timing. No, off timing is bad. As a producer, off timing is bad. Control S always, I just did that again. So if I'm okay with this, or okay, we've been seeing a lot of loops coming. So I think I have to just inculcate it in this class. It's beginners, but remember I said that when I started. I said after watching this video, you should be able to make music. So it means before you get to this stage, make sure you have successfully installed FL Studio on your computer. Then make sure you've at least put in effort to get kits. In the process of getting kits, you get some loops. Loops are already programmed sounds, and they're in wave format, So let's just search. I want to just show you what a loop, or what happens with the word loop. English plenty for our work, I swear. So let me just search 102, and I'll put the word loop so you understand. Okay, so you can see now. Shout outs to everybody you see here. Trust me, shout outs to everybody. Afrobeat producers, what's his name? Killer Tunes, KS, HMR, shout out to Saba Sounds. You can see everybody here. So you see, no pride for the game. Everybody, they actually collaborate one way or the other. Get that into YouTube. So we're talking about loops. So If I want to just put a loop that has body, if I just play to premiere it, so those are what loop sounds like. See, it's already sounding. So yes, let's say I have this sound already and I want to just put these shakers. It sounds cool, yeah? Yeah.
Very.
So I'll quickly just remember. Now, maybe in our next video, I'll show you more things concerning this. I just want to, like I said, show you this quickly. Remember, I searched 102 loop because our project is in 102 loop. I don't want to stress you by showing you how to fix that. I will show you, I promise you. But for this first class. So if you have those search, if you don't see in the, if you watch more of my videos, you know, you must learn how to even make loops. Don't worry. So this, we like it, just drag it in. You see that? Drag it in. And you say it's long. So there are tools here. This is a slice. You can edit the slice. So you see another reason why that magnet is important. Look at it again. I wanted to slice. It will just help me slice that point. Imagine the magnet was not on and is scattered. I'll be, you know, remember, you'll be very fast. So put the metronome off. Already we have a good sounding, trust me, already we have a good sounding Afrobeat. So this knob right here is volume, gain. Gain is also volume for now. So you just reduce it a bit so it doesn't clash with your main instrument, right? So another way to do that is this is volume. So I think what I should quickly show you so I don't bore you is how to keep arranging, you know, we've not played instrumental. These are just this drum. So if I highlight everything, I told you I'll be so fast with this thing. So this is like select is used to highlight, or you can just do Control A. You know, if you also press Control B, it duplicates what you've highlighted. Like I'll do that just now. Yes, right. So if I want everything to play, Control A again to play everything. So this is like to select regions. Some producers go as far as, you know, tagging regions. They have a way of writing names here. They'll write intro. Yeah, I need it to do, I'm sure, but if you want to do it, you know, they just write intro, they write. But this is how you create a full song, like I said. So let's imagine for our beginners class, we want our intro to sound. You see, I'm removing everything. Right.
What tool are you using to delete? Is it the
I'm just
pencil,
right clicking.
pencil looking tool there?
Yes, this
Okay.
draw tool.
Okay. You can use that to
Once you know
record
your
and
mouse, you have two clicks. This click is to add, this one is to remove.
left and right click.
Yes, so one of them is to add, the other is to remove. So this is to add, this is to remove. So you can use that to remove. And what's adding is what's showing here. If I click here, pattern 2. If I come here, click here, pattern 1. If I click anything here, that's what's going to add. You see that pattern. Take note. If you're taking notes, if you're just looking at the DAW, sometimes you even understand all these things. See, look here, pattern 2. So if I click anywhere now, right? So we're arranging a song. Let's say this is the intro. Shakers play for the intro. And what starts the song is the verse. I can remove the shakers for the verse. 4 bars. So verse, 4 bars. Then let's say the chorus, 8 bars. Let's say this is a simple arrangement for this beginner's beat. Right. So that's how you can arrange a full. So if you want 8 bars intro, you already know what to do. You can highlight everybody. You know, I'm just showing you other things you can quickly do. Come back. Now click and drag. You see? Now click this guy and click this guy. I just made the intro. You understand? So longer. Control Z. Control Z. I told you to get used to Control Z and Control S. All right. So next is to play sound. All. So I see everything. Audio. This is the shakers. That's what I'm showing on. Unsorted. the kids, or all is audio, VSTs, everybody. You see, you're learning as you're going. So to add sound, like you want to play keyboard, you want to play bass, for that now you need VSTs. So there are some stock for this video. Again, I'll only use stock plugins that you will have.
What do you mean by stock plugins?
Okay, stock plugins are just, should I say, follow comp plugins.
Plugins.
That's
Plugins
that's
that come
with the setup.
Installation of FL Studio.
You don't need to buy it. You don't need to download it. Once you are installing it, it's there already. So those are the ones I'll use for the sake of this video. But I'll recommend you get more. You get Purity. You get Nexus. You get Keyscape. You get Trillion. You get Omnisphere. You get You can reach out to Giant Beats. They can help you install your computer. Call them, message them. Trust me, they can help you install it, even virtually. All right, so let's add the sound. So what sound do you want us to add? So look here, to add sound now, I use this. It says add new channel. Yes, I want to add a new channel to my channel rack. So it's now asking me, what do we want to add? So I'm asking what instrument should we play to this? Should we play guitar, piano, or what? Somebody help me out.
Can we do a bass?
We'll start with the bass.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll quickly think, what bass instrument will you have? You see, remember I also said, this job has to do with decision making. Immediately I said bass. The first thing I'm thinking about is, what bass stock plugin will you have? So to show you how to load these guys, let's check Flex. So this guy is called Flex. It's stock plugin. See it? And everything here is a sound. Right? Everything there is a sound. So quickly, I'm looking for bass. You see, quickly, I'm not just going over audio sound. I'm looking for bass. I come all, search, take note. The same thing you did here, right? Take note. I just write bass, right? It will just filter the whole bank, the whole sound library, and bring me the bass sound only. So, right. So if you click another one, don't be surprised what I'm pressing. I'm just pressing my keyboard. Right. All right. So let's just look for a good bass. Look for a good bass. If you see one you like, just tell me.
Like that Juno funk bass. It's not a very Afrobeat sound, right?
Yeah, but we want to play in Afro music now. So quickly, we go to an empty channel pattern 3, an empty pattern 3, because we want to play our bass into our song. So quickly click it, and I put this now. I can extend it or reduce it. For now, as I'm talking to you right now, I don't know what I want to play, but I'll just extend it, because this is no sound. This is not like the kits that you can just repeat. For bass instrument or for sound instrument, there's what we call chord progression. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. Just follow me. So I just make it bigger like this for now and put it everywhere again. Right? So I come back to my channel rack and I open the piano roll to my bass. So you see, it will play up to where I extended it to. Yep. So okay. So for this bass melody, like I said, in here now, everything you're pressing on your keypad, you can hear it. So let's just play. Yeah. So I want to loop that busy part, because of course it's the same thing I'll play. So I want to be hearing everything like this. So I play. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play bass. So like I said, this is where you play. This is the piano roll. So some people will ask me, can you actually make beats if you cannot play the keyboard? So the answer is yes and no. Yes, a lot of people cannot play the real actual keyboard. They're making good beats. It just has to do with you being familiar with sounds. You know, some people from just playing this thing a couple of times, you know, they can actually make sound from it. So just work on your sound thinking. We go. All right, so let's go. Let's try and create a progression. So what would I call a progression? I'll say a progression is the repeated patterns. Now we're talking about keys, sounds, repeated patterns that happen like in 4 bars, sometimes 8 bars, but it cannot be 16 bars. That's too much. So if you check, listen to every song, you see by every 4 bars or by every 8 bars, there's a repetition of the melody. So we just want to get a groove, you know, that complements the sound. So always you're trying to complement your sound. Let's go. Okay, so I'll just do so with this same tool like this, whatever you put into, you see that whatever I put into the um piano roll will sound out, and same rule to remove it, right click to put it left click. All right, so I'm going to be fast again, but you can be faster than me. You can be, so this should always be main, that magnet again main, right? All right, let's go. All right. See, I'm making it so simple. So this is the progression now. In everything I explain here now, you can hear the progression. So again, to make it sound more sweet, we just add shenanigans again. That's good. Okay, so I'm playing on the key C. All right. So I open it again. So I told you you're going to learn as you go. You see, if I want the sound longer, I'll stretch it. If I want it shorter, you know, click and drag once it turns like this. So right. So we have our bass melody. Yeah, I can as well just go back to everything. So that's the bass. We can arrange it, of course, but this is what it sounds like in the arrangement. See that? So always reduce the volume. See, while you're producing now, this is another tip. Even as a beginner, while you're producing, you have to always try to make the sounds to be sounding together. Don't wait for any other stage. Start it as you're producing. Like for me now, the bass is too loud. So see, I just reduce the volume. I can as well increase it later if I think it's too low, but I don't need it to be, you know, on top of everything at this stage. Just try and make everything flow. So again, now I want to add the body of the melody. We've added the bass. Remember, we've done nothing to it. We just played our piano roll. So in this same pattern 3 now, I want to show you something. Stay with me. There's another, let's still use flex. Why? Why is I want to get you used to the fact that there are many sound in one sound bank. So you won't, because you're using stock plugins, you just be running around already. No, I told you. After this video, you must be able to produce. You see, I'm saying it over and over again. You must be able to produce no matter the tools you have. You get me? You must know how to shape. You must know, you know, just basic things. Trust me. So now we'll go to all again, and we want to play melody. So we can just search piano. You see, I'm not searching melody. Piano, and I already like it. So electric piano. Let me check this too. So I already like this. So see one trick here. If I open the piano roll of this, I can see where is that yeah. All right, though it's not showing, but I'll show you that later. So remember what we played here, all right? And I'm just saying this because it's a beginner's class. So you see, we started from the G, we went to the A, went to the C, went to the F, F, A. So this progression will be so, la, do, fa, fa, la. You get it? So, la, do, fa. So since I know that's a progression, I come to my electric piano. I first play. So again, I'll show you how to make chords. Maybe not in this video, but stay. Stay. So we'll just make the chord for this saw. And see now I'm making it longer, right? See, following the sound. Down, down, right? So let's do that too. So sometimes, we'll do that, don't worry. Just keep going. Down, down, down. Yeah. Down, 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 right? Down, down, down. So this is the progression. But this sound, this piano sound, we want to play a chord. So, now I say English plenty for this work. So a chord now, we define chord to be a combination of notes at the same time. So there are rules for them, right? Like I said, I might not be able to give you the whole thing for this video, but if you just stick with me, trust me, you understand. So there's one rule that says once you've gotten your root, we call this root note, like that says you put 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3. There's one rule that says that. So you can always try that for your major chords. It works. So this is like again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the black keys, and I'm playing on the white keys. So I'll reduce this one to 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So either 3, 4, or 4, 3. Trust me. If you know how to play the keyboard, then I don't need to explain all this. But I'm doing this for beginners, for you that you're struggling to do it. Just put that thing on your head, that 3, 4, or 4, 3. If it doesn't make sense, if you know sound, you will hear it, So do 1, 2, 3, 4 again, then 1, 2, 3, 3, right? Same thing for this. This is a root note. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3. Same thing again. Click this. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This again. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Black keys. I'm not playing on the black keys, so this will now be 3, 4. You see it? If your first 4 lands on the black key, now revert it, make it 3, then the next one should be 4. You understand? So this will now be 1, 2, 3, 4. So without anything, I'm sure this is the chord of what I play, but let's enjoy it. Now let me play it together from beginning. See that? I say you go make beats. See that? See that? So quickly, I want to speed you up. I know most of you might be enjoying this stage already, so I want to speed you up. I want to show you another trick. Yes, my name is MusicMonstar. This is Giant Beat Studio. I'll show you a lot of trick. I tell you, you will produce and nobody will know you're a beginner. Nobody. It's between you and your system. So let me show you another trick quickly. Now, remember in our pattern 3, if we solo the pattern 3, we have the bass and the piano, right? So now We want to duplicate this pattern, let me put it that way. So we can remove something. And this is what it means. So let's go back to song mode. For this place that we say this is the verse. Remember, this is intro, verse, and chorus, right? So we want the chorus is always fuller. So let's say we want this place to be fuller, we'll leave that. Now this beginning, we can come here, this tip here, just this tip. You right click and you see where, let's say, the make unique. Just observe what will happen once I click. Bam. See that? You see, this has become 4 and all these are 3. You understand? So what are we doing? So I removed this one. I didn't do nothing here. So this 4 now, I want to remove the bass. I open the piano roll of the bass, Control A, and delete. We have it in 3, so don't be scared. So if we go back to our, you see that we only have the piano. I can put it here. So that will sound like this now. See that? The bass is not sounding now. It's going to come later. We are making a song. So another thing is, which is very important, that's why I had to pause the beat. Another thing is, your songs, for now, always have this build-up mentality that you have to build up the momentum of your song. Your song mustn't actually sound harsh. I'll give you a golden room. Stick to this video to the end. I'll give you a golden room. That'll transform your life. I promise you. So let's keep going. Start with the piano. And you can say, instead of a piano, I want to start the very beginning, the very intro with a pad or a string. You should know all these instruments. So, meaning this 4, I want this 4 to stay. But this 4 now, I don't want it to be a piano. So what I'll do is I'll just make it unique again. It becomes 5, right? So I now go to 5. Watch this. Again, I'm still using flex. So I go to flex, come to all. Why am I coming to all is, you see, all these are banks. If you stay here and you search, it will only search in this folder. You get me? So if I put it in all, it will search all the folders there. So if I search like pad, like so, watch this. I just selected this. I just come here. I come to, remember, we have the piano in 4 and we don't want it in 5. So this is 5. We come here, right click, we cut this, we come here, we right click, and we paste it there. Magic. Voila. 5. I like to separate these guys like this so you can know it's different things that's happening. So let's go. Let's play. You can change the part if you don't like it. I think I like it. It's very soft. So just reduce the volume already like that. See there? See that? You can also duplicate this for the chorus. You get, or just maybe the second part of the chorus to make it bigger. So the chorus will come now. Let's go. Hey. Oh. 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 Oi. Right. So, what can we do? Let's add just a couple of melodies. So another one I know you have that's good is let me introduce you to Morphine. So this guy is good. So once you open it, look around, you see where you see like the names of stuffs. Just click it and trust me, you see like a bunch of instruments. So I don't even know what I want to add now. So how we do this now, very good. How we do this is we keep selecting, we keep playing. Trust me, you might already like what you're hearing. I like this. I like this. See the way it came? It wasn't as if I knew that was going to happen, but once you're connected to it, whatever sounds you're hearing now, your brain decision making is quickly looking at. See, I'm still pressing it so I don't forget. Your brain keeps thinking about what will make the sound better. So you might be thinking, what do I want to do that will make this better? Our pattern 6 is empty. I'll put it here. So I want this sound I want to play now to be like an ambience for the chord. Make it just a play inside. Make it just a play inside the chord. Okay. So yeah. Just stay with me. Are you there? So I would want it to always be playing. I'm reducing the volume. You go there on that, you hear you feel it. You can't really hear it. You feel it. You see that? You feel it. So let me speed you up again on something else I'll do. Now there's something we call overlaying. Like I said I'll make you a producer so quick and so fast that you'll be surprised you can produce already. Because a lot of people they'll be surprised, why am I telling you this already? So yeah, I saw this and I want to tell you, anywhere you see one shot in this your library, just check is their kits. Their kits. So once you click, yes, once you click, you can hear their preview. If you cannot, don't stress. Make sure you're playing your song. I like that. 3, 4, bah. You understand? 1, 2, 3, 4, bah. So I can't put it here because this is just this 4 beats. So put it in 7 channel. It starts it. So it counts like, now watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, bah. You get that? 1, 2, 3, 4, bah. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to put it everywhere. If you hold shift, click and drag out, it's like another way to duplicate. Right? Shift, click and drag out. But be careful. If you're not careful, if you do this, you would have duplicated the channel on itself. So be careful. You understand? Reduce the volume a bit. So this kit is from Ozodikos. Yes, Ozodikos. One. So nice shot. So I said we want to do overlaying. So overlaying is playing the same thing with different instruments just to give it more body. So with that rim there, I might need to overlay it with something else to give my drums more body. So again, I want to tighten it up. Yes, I might reduce it when I play. So again, I can just come here, copy and paste. Come to explain. Can you hear it now? Yeah, it's sounding. So this, can use this to also mute. Yeah, it's sounding. See that? If it's too much, you want to reduce. Body, not like we're not trying to destroy this beautiful thing we got going already. Just give it body. Oi. How do you see that? So look at where I put that. 2, bang. 1, 2, bang. 1, 2. So follow this guy. You see that? 1, 2. So if I throw this guy in here and I quickly just come here and put it here, you think I did magic. Woo! like this depth, so I'll put it at the end after boom, boom, reduce again. So again, what this? So again, to give, see this other thing I'm playing sounds like the ayats, right? This ayat. So I'm just overlaying it. Get that? Now you can imagine how our drum was sounding before and how it's sounding now. It's richer now. It's richer now. So okay, now in production, when we talk about effects, this is crazy. Effects are not what you think. So again, empty your cup. Come here. Effects are not what you think. Effects are not. I can't even define it the normal way a layman would think. Because so effects for us, they are not the delayed. You guys should know what delay. They're not the reverb, effects, pitch down, maybe octave down when you get that big bro. Those are not effects for us. Really effects, when the producer hears effect, is thinking about the ambience, impacts, risers, transition. English plate. So just have it at the back of your mind that transition elements, risers, crash, downlifters, uplifters, ambience, they are good for songs as well as vocal chops. But maybe you don't have those softwares now. That's why I'm saying this. At least the ones you can use to have this risers, ambience, and all this. So you can just come here and search like crash from your packs. If you actually study them well, you know where they are. But me, I have a lot, so forgive me. I have a lot, on the system. Jam it, you go tire. So you understand? A crash just to create different transitions for different parts of the song. So just look for good one. They mustn't be so perfect, So this time around, we're not putting them in channel rack. We're bringing them direct to your playlist. So yes, you can drag some things in. Yes. So just like this. So I want to put this in the beginning of the verse. And in the beginning, look at how I'm calculating.
Sorry, so you have now transitioned from working strictly on MIDI to wave.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so the current version of Fruity Loops is capable of handling
MIDIs and waves.
MIDI
Yes,
and
yes,
wave
yes, yes.
as well. Okay.
Those are the updates they have in the software that makes it so amazing. So yes, I dragged that in, and see the calculation I did. I put it in the beginning of the verse, right? Then I put it in the second part of what I call the chorus, right? So I have, after the verse comes the first chorus. So I have to put something here to show that the chorus is coming. So there is this forgive me, I just have to know their names. There's this clap effects, popular. I'm sure you know this sound. Yes. So bring it in. And I always like to quickly reduce the volume. Control. Remember, you're a producer. You need to be able to, you don't need it to just come in hot and banging. You understand? At the latter stage, if it's too low, I can bring it up, but I don't want it at this stage to be too loud. Do you understand? So just for a second there, let me play the whole thing so you see what we have. You see that? So we can do more. Like I said, with this effect, we can search a riser. They mustn't be so expensive, Most packs, don't worry. I think what I'll do is, once I'm done with this video, I'll try and chop out the packs that I use here, and I'll put it out for you guys. Is that good? Maybe it's good to I'll put that for you guys. So okay, this has a BPM of 100. If I just drag it in, it should just yeah. So, but is for me to see it where I can just go and normalize. Yes, I see it here. Then I can reduce the volume and it's fine. Man, I'm showing you guys a lot already. Yeah, okay, now you see what that sounds like. So we might want something like this here. Or I can leave it. It's the beginning of the song. You see, I'm not thinking too much. This decision I made in split seconds. Split seconds. So am I okay? Now, as a beginner, are you okay with this? Like I said, I want to just be sure that this video you understand the concept of making a beat, right? So as a beginner, you listen to this. Am I okay with this? Of course, you still need one or two shenanigans happening in the beat, so it's not boring. So let's look for what we can do. So you play. Always try and picture things in context. Don't stop the song and you are thinking, why? Play the song and yes, you can hear what you want to do already. All right. So for me, I would just want a vamping, melody from like that verse. So let's go back to morphine that I introduced you to. This time around, let's look for percussive. Yeah. Let's check smooth vibes. Not bad. Not bad. So for play, I can use this to play what I want. Again, so I don't lose the vibe. So look here quickly. How do you know if you've done many? How do you know which is empty? See, just look here. You can see things that are happening in each pattern, right? Guys, I was just showing different things. Kind of wow. Yeah, let's go. That's the whole essence. So, but what I want to play now, I want it to start from here. You see? So let's open it for now. And we'll just go to the piano room. Right. So remember it's so la fa fa la so. So I can do something like this. Remember, this is like a vamping. It's a bell, but it's a vamping. It's not plain or trees. I want it to be vamping, like yeah. Yes, that's what I mean by vamping. So let me show you something. I think this plays outro. I can actually let that play. So we're playing this like a pluck instrument. So we won't leave it as a single note. We'll make a chord of it again. So same, same. So I'm going to be faster now. Sotire, sotire, sotire. Ladomi. Falado. Don't be surprised. I'm just doing it without playing it. I'm that used to this guy. And you can be better, faster than me. I promise you. You can be better and faster than me. So already it's sounding awkward in some places, right? It means I can't have it play all through. So I remember this thing. It's just bam, 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 bam. I don't need the other one. You see? So you must be wondering why am I not just removing it for everybody? Since I know I don't. Well, I don't know. It has to play. That's why I didn't just remove it. So I don't still like the bell. So I might just. Now you understand why it has to be played. again just to add shenanigans. So lati, so tiri, so I can do this. How about that? How about that? How about that? So if we make this modern, so you guys you forgive me, I'll do just something. And what I'll do is I'll add a couple of things I know you might not have, and I'll ask the team if I can make it available for you. I already said I was going to give you the pack, so I want to put some fills, some rules. You get you need you need a rule or a fill in an Afrobeat song. I don't know how you want to do it. You need a rule or a fill, or okay, this is what we'll do. Before we go to the rule and fill, at this point before the chorus, so let's do some other things I believe you should be doing if you don't have the rules and fills, and there are things like this. Empty spaces in music are welcomed. They create pockets. Just listen to this. Let me play from here. You see that? Empty spaces create pockets. So now for that part, I might not need a rule or anything. Remember, I even have a riser here. So I might need a rule for here to come into the chorus verse and to come into the chorus. But you can see. So I'll just search rule and I'll just look for one. For the sake of this video, let's just use this. Alright, so now I have to show you guys how to make it sync. So quickly, you just go to fit to tempo. So fast. So fast, but I don't even like it. I didn't want to show you guys that, but I didn't show you, I just did it. I didn't show you. So let me look for another one. Maybe I'll show you with that one. Maybe. You can see. Wow. You know what I'm thinking about? Watch this. All right. So I cut the pocket. Let's go back to our pattern one again. You see, like that's where everything is happening. One pattern. Watch. See that? These are like the popular rules you see first. Yeah. So let's try this. I don't know if it will fit. So I do it again. The BPM is written there 106. So you just come here, fit to BPM 106. All right. So you see, I like that, and I wish that was here. Bah, boom. Get that? So that's how production works. I'm cutting this part and I'm not using it. I can decide to take it to do a test run here. But you understand what I'm saying? I need this part. This part works here. Simple. So I might do. Oh. put off only the kick and the shakers here. So let's try that here. See that? Again, you can fade this out. These are things I wouldn't even do on a normal day, but it's because I had to use the roll, you know, and then drop the volume away. I'm telling you, you have a vibe, you have a vibe, you have a vibe, you have a vibe, you have a vibe. This is like your intro. So, let's get going. So, what can you do? You remember the trick we used to change pattern 3 to 4 and 5? So I want to show you something on the drums. So if we come to our drums, pattern 1, this first side for the verse and make unique, he has made that 2 and every other thing 1. Yeah? So let's try and just change something in pattern 2. So remember, I see this one is 1 is playing, it's going back to the first one. So, alright, so I might just use that to be messing with the sound here and there. What do I mean? I might have this play for the first time and this play. Then, you see that? Then let it go again. I might bring it back again. Then I might bring it here, put it in the third part. This is just create. You see, your song shouldn't be boring. You should just create, you know, before you get tired of it, you know. See that? You should just create another variation, another little changes you put in every part of the song. Just little small things will actually create big pockets at the end of the day. So don't overlook any small thing you can do to the song. So what else can I show you? This thing how to arrange. So okay, let's try and just make it sound better again. So let me see things I can quickly show you. We'll go more put violin now. 10. I think we should do. So for violin, I'll go to flex again, but this time around, wood wings or something. I should see strings, violin, sustain. So I wanted for this chorus part. So 10. Let me increase it. Of course, we know the progression. So la, fa, so I wish I could play the keyboard for you guys. I swear, I wish, but it's okay. So again, we play the root notes, then we can begin to just make harmonies of it. Soft. So I can begin to style. Simple. They say I'm not doing too. I swear. I swear. Now you're enjoying that flute. That flute we put there for ambience, yeah. So you can go and increase it now. This flute, yes. So I show you something else again. Right. This is the intro, this is the verse, and this is the chorus, right? So I can just cut, make sure I don't have anything in here. I can just copy everything from here down to this row and bring them back. So it looks like verse 1 and verse 2. And then for verse 2 again, control. I can change what I'm doing. I can bring 4 now here. Or so for instead of 5, let's try this 6 pad, play pad. Don't forget, you can't forget. You see that? Just change how it sounds again so you don't get tired. Short. So this song, if you ask me, whoever will sing to it will do justice to it because it's melodious and your tones are not so bad, even if they are stock plugins. So, and this will take us to the next phase I would like to show you, right? Save. I'm doing that with the shortcut here. You can't see it. That's why I had to do it there. So, the next phase I'll take you to is now you've arranged it. I'll show you how to balance the sound. Yes, I'm not calling it mix down yet. I won't lie to you, even though I'm showing you stuff. You've not matured to the stage where you say you can mix. But I'm just here to help. I'll just show you how you can level up. You won't sound amateur, like I keep saying. Anybody that listens to your beat will know that this person, what they do. So all right. So I said I was going to show you something so amazing here. So we have the beat here, right? We have the beat here. The next thing we'll quickly do is put this in all. Double click this to highlight everybody. Click on your mixer. Right click one of the channel, right click, go here, route, selected channel starting from this track. Voila. See, you're becoming more advanced, eh? So here I'll just teach you basic things you do to make because if you export your beat like this now, trust me, it's not going to be banging, it's not going to be smacking, right? So I'll just show you what you can do here to make your beats, balanced, and then to make it pump very hard. So this is where you do what I call balancing, leveling. You get anyone that's too loud, you reduce it. So I'll show you how you quickly do that. First and foremost, you now come to this stereo separation knob here and turn it to the right, 100% merged. What did you just do? You just turn your track to mono. Mono means they are all in one place. If you can get the levels right in mono, now this is another trick and tip, another helpful one for you. If you can get the levels, you're balancing right in mono, you are 60 to 70% done. So trust me. So we'll just try and do that. The loudest stuff should be the kick, then the bass and the snare, then the lead melody. Every other thing, like I told you, they're just body, adding character to the sound. So just watch me turn dials up and down. Now this is to my ear. I'm just doing this. I'm not following any rule. I'm just doing this to my ear. Anyone I feel is too loud, I reduce. Anyone that needs pump up. So let's go. This is the kick. You see that? I'm just dialing in knobs and reducing things that are too much. Can you hear the way it's sounding now? Just quickly, without thinking too much. Can you hear the way it's sounding now? Let's go. Are you ready? See that? So quick. Now, quickly turn this out. So, for me now, quickly, I've balanced the sound. You see, it's not so difficult. It's not something, when you get advanced, then there are things, of course, there are other things you can do. Do you understand? But for this beginning, you see, it's not so difficult. Balance the sound. We have a balanced sound. Now we're looking for stereo field. We're checking to see the meters, which instrument are panned, you know, how they are panned. Are they panned? Do we have most of our instruments in the left so we can balance our stereo field? So this is center. See these two now. See, three of them. Take note of the three of them. They are almost sounding like at the same spot. Right. All right, a quick secret. The instruments with more bass, once you're doing this, should stay closer to the center. So that's why I isolated. I heard that this one I muted has more bass. So I'll just move this 30% to the right, this 30% to the left, and leave this at the center. I can just swing it a bit. Just leave my center. You see that? See that? So I can say these are the decisions we make quickly. Because this guy is a little bit panned to the right, I can bring this my shakers a little bit to the left. Balance, remember? Balance, left and right. See that? So let's come to this. So I like to take this. See that? Sharp. Now, do you notice that I'm not playing the sound? I'm playing just the instrument and the bass. No, I don't need. You see that? This gives me a better balance again. So. Simple, you're not doing too much. So yeah, this guy is always here whenever you open a new project, so you just delete it. This guy came here because remember that stuff we did with the kick, cutting out the other parts. Yeah, right, that's why this Edison is here. So just throw it away. Right. So quickly, before I do anything, this is what I love to do. Once I'm at this stage, I bring in this guy. Oh, damn. So I just put it here before the beats bang, send it to a channel. Because I clicked on it, I can just do now route that channel to this track. See? So I need to bring it into the song. Aha. You see that? See that? Right. So what you do next? We have this. I can't say well balanced. You know what I mean? I can't say well balanced, but you know what I mean. So first thing I want you to throw into this channel is this. Oh God. Just do it. I don't want to tell you why. Just do it. Just do it first. So even like that, once you play, trust me, your beats get smart more. But just do it first. If you're using headsets, professional headsets, you can tell the difference. You know, it just marks, don't worry. Just do it first, like I said. So the next thing I just want you to do is something simple, is a stock plugin. It's called Fruity Multiband Compressor. Right. You just come here, you come to the preset and you see master, general purpose, 1, 2, mastering. So actually for this course, we'll check 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I majorly use this 2 whenever I want to. You know, if you select this, yeah, the way it sounds. Can you hear it? See that? See that? So in case you put it in, remember this is basic, like I told you, and it's not sounding much. Try the other one. Play again. I think this gives it more smack and push, right? Can you hear it fuller now? And trust me, if you get to this point, right, what I wanted to talk about is what just happened. Or once you get to this point, just be careful. Don't do too much because you've pushed the volume high. If you turn things down too much at this point, then they will disappear. Now just listen. Okay, let me teach you a trick, right? Now go to your output volume or your headset or your computer volume or your sound card volume and turn it down to what we call 9 o'clock. If you are here now, you should know what 9 o'clock means or 9 o'clock feels like. You know, you have 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? So just put your volume in 9 o'clock, right? And play. Whatever jumps out at that point, that is not the kick, the snare, you should have the feeling of the bass, then maybe the lead melody. Aside from this, for whatever jumps out, just turn it down a bit, right? So I've turned mine to 9 o'clock and I'll just play and sweep through the song. Not too much. You see what I'm doing? The ones that are jumping, that I'm saying. I can't hear this guy. You see, just a little. Just a little. A little. And trust me, for me, I'm done. Right? See, this is our project. So you save, which takes us to exporting. So let's say I'm done with this bit, like I'm done now. You come to file, you go to export, or you just press Ctrl R. Is there? Now this is in the folder, as you can see, that we created when I was saving. Beginners bit. So this is how I love to save. So maybe I should introduce you to that. Whenever I write the name of the bit, I also write the BPM 102. Beginners bit 102. You know, you just helps make the work easy. And so you press OK. You make sure it's in 24-bit depth, 512, the highest. Look, just real quick, you can screenshot the settings, and what you do, export. And then you just wait for the magic to happen. I love the sound when it's done exporting. It tells you like, what? Did you hear that? So, and then there you have it, your first beat on Fruity Loops, There you go, MusicMonstar. I'm going to the folder, so don't mind me. Monster BTP, of course. So you see these projects like this. These ones are like this because I was using the older versions then until, yes, you see this is more, though you still have some flying, but at this point was when I got the updated version. While if you see this now, everybody has a folder. So if you check around, you see this as a folder, and this is our beat. You can send this to anybody. You can listen, Trust me, it will sound good if you just follow the little tricks, tips, and the process I just showed you. If you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section. And I'll be here to help you out, to guide you. This jam is to you. MusicMonstar. You can reach us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. Jam is one. You can also reach me with the jam MusicMonstar on all social media platforms. Stick with me. I'm taking you somewhere, and I promise you.